Let me start with something that surprises a lot of people. Most transport problems don't start on the road. They start long before the truck even moves. And I'm saying this from experience because after seeing transport operations in different environments, different volumes, different markets, different levels of complexity, when deliveries are late, when costs spike, when service becomes unpredictable, the first instinct is to look at the fleet. Do we have enough trucks? The drivers are performing? Is the transporter reliable? But if you zoom out, you'll usually find the real root cause sitting upstream, inside the planning and coordination. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Transport is often asked to deliver outcomes that the system has not designed for. And let me explain. On paper, transport is simple. The warehouse loads, the truck departs, and the customer receives. In reality, transport is the final link in a chain. That includes sale commitments, warehouse cutoff discipline, inventory readiness, load planning, route planning, appointment scheduling, customer readiness, and exception handling. Now, if those upstream elements are not aligned, transport becomes reactive, and reactive transport is expensive. Now, one of the most common patterns I see is what I call coordination breakdown. Coordination breakdown does not look dramatic. It looks like small, normal decisions, but that's add up. A delivery is added late in the day because it's urgent. A dispatch window is missed because the picking ran behind. A truck arrives but waits for because the staging is not ready. A customer changed receiving time at the last minute. The load is underutilized because orders were not ready. Each one feels manageable, but together they create a system where transport can't operate predictably. It becomes a daily firefighting. And here's what happens when that becomes normal. First, your costs creep up without anyone noticing. You see extra trips, underfilled trucks, detention, overtime, rerouting. But these costs don't show up as bad planning. They show up as transport costs. The second thing is service become inconsistent. So you might deliver fast on some days, but you fail on others. And that's when customers lose confidence. And when customers lose confidence, they start building buffers, extra inventory, earlier order cutoffs, more internal approvals, more escalation, and that's the hidden cost because the whole system becomes heavier. The third one is people start blaming each other. Warehouse blames transport, transport blames sales, sales blames customers. Everyone has a point, but the system stays broken. So what should leaders do differently? Now, the first thing is to treat transport as part of a system, not a standalone function. In practical terms, that means you need clear alignment on 4 areas. Number 1, dispatch discipline. Most operations underestimate how important dispatch discipline is. If dispatch times are aspirational instead of real, transport will always suffer. Transport cannot be reliable if dispatch is not predictable. And that's not a transporter issue, that's an operating rhythm issue. The second one is decision ownership. When priorities conflict, cost versus service, speed versus consolidation, who decides? In many businesses, nobody. Because nobody truly owns that decision. So teams default to urgency, and urgency is the most expensive decision making. The third one is exception management. Exceptions always happen. That's a normal. But mature operations define how exceptions are handled. When exceptions are not defined, every exception becomes a crisis. And when every exception is crisis, transport becomes permanently reactive. The fourth one is coordination across functions. Transport performance is heavily dependent on warehouse performance and commercial behavior. If sales commits without visibility, if warehouse changes cutoffs frequently, if customers are not managed properly on appointments, transport ends up paying the price for everyone's misalignment. That's why I say the road is not where transport failure begins. It's just where it becomes visible. Now let me give you a simple diagnostic you can apply immediately. Whether you are a business leader, an operations head, or someone managing transport, ask these questions. How often do we change plans at the last minute? How often do trucks wait because warehouse is not ready? How often do we expedite to recover service? How often do we treat urgent as normal? When something fails, do we investigate the root cause or just push harder for tomorrow? If the answer to these is yes and often, then your transport system is being driven by upstream instability. And the solution is not only more trucks, the solution is stability. Because reliability does not come from speed. Reliability comes from disciplined coordination. I'll leave you with this. If transport costs are rising and service is slipping, don't ask which transporter is failing. Ask, where is coordination breaking down? That's where the real fix is.